Good morning, Triton. We're back with another exciting season of VTV. I'm Alex.
And I'm Kayla. A lot's happened since we've seen you last.
Rumor has it there's been a new stadium built, and there's a new guy sitting in the front office at the high school running the show.
But with this being the week before Halloween, we thought we'd bring you a few of our creepier stories. Starting with this one by one of our newest VTV crew members, Naomi Bell, on the clowns phenomenon that's been sweeping the country.
The creepy clown sightings, with police increasing patrols in a North Carolina neighborhood after two children reportedly saw a clown trying to lure kids into the woods with treats this past weekend. Clown sightings first started across the border in South Carolina. On August 19th, a boy in Greenville said he saw clowns whispering.
People have been dressing up as clowns to scare other people, so what do people in Triton think about this?
I think clowns are kind of weird and scary now.
Clowns are overrated.
They suck. I hate them.
I think that clowns are like really bad, because they just they ruin people's lives and they've been killing people, and that's like not good at all.
I don't like clowns. I think they're bad and they kill people, which is terrible.
I don't like clowns.
I idolize them. They're everything that I want to be in life.
On clowns? Well, I love clowns except what's going on now. But we have a clown right over there. Can he shoot?
Thanks.
Nothing more about it.
I hate clowns.
Well, what we've done is, for me, I care, but for the kids, we've had extra police, and we're always, you get phone calls from people in the neighborhood and all that stuff, just in case, and everybody's on alert.
We're hiding from them.
Staying near people and hiding inside. There you go.
I'm hunting them. I'm doing nothing. I welcome the clowns. I hope that they take me soon and allow me to become part of their beautiful cause. Clown lives matter, guys.
According to the students at Triton, some aren't afraid of the clowns and others are ready to fight. So this Halloween, you might want to think twice when you see that clown walk up to your door and ask for candy.
You may not know this, but Triton has more than just 2 floors. There's a hidden basement in our building that very few people get to see.
Some people think that it's been such a heavily guarded secret because of the many unexplained encounters that workers have experienced while being in the basement.
Thanks to a couple of our own Triton Ghostbusters who are willing to put their own lives on the line, we can give you an exclusive peek into the underworld of our school.
I'm Zoe Sasadi. 3 years ago on Halloween, I was faced with an evil spirit I believed was out to get me. To this day, I try my best to capture spirits on camera to prove that things like this are out there.
I'm Kelly Corbin. I also encountered a demonic presence on the night of Halloween. I will be joining Zoe on this quest to find out if paranormal things do exist.
This is
Paranormal Encounters.
Here we are in Triton's basement. I already feel pretty uncomfortable. I feel like I'm being watched, and I don't feel welcome.
Yeah, I'm getting a weird vibe too. Okay, I'll follow you. Let's see what we can find.
Alright, stay close.
Did you hear that?
I did, but I don't know what it said.
I think it said get out.
I think I heard it from over there.
I mean, it could have came from these pipes over here.
Zoe, it was a voice.
Oh, I'm kind of scared.
It could have came from over there or...
Did you hear that? Kelly, I just heard something.
Zoe, we can't stop.
doesn't matter, I have to find out.
Did it come from over there?
I don't know, might have. Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Okay. What was that?
Guys, I think we should get out of here.
Yeah, I'm with you. Kelly, where's the ladder?
I don't know, it was just right there.
Edgar Allan Poe was a famous writer from Boston who was considered the inventor of the detective fiction genre and is further credited with contributing to the emerging genre of science fiction. On October 3, 1849, Poe was found in great distress and in need of immediate assistance on the streets of Baltimore. He was taken to the hospital where he died 4 days later. Poe was never coherent long enough to explain how he became to be in his dire condition and oddly was wearing clothes that were not his own. He is said to have repeatedly called out the name Reynolds on the night before his death. Though it is unclear to whom he was referring, all medical records have been lost, including his death certificate. The Telltale Heart is a short story by Edgar Allan Poe. It is told by an unnamed narrator who endeavors to convince the reader of his sanity while describing a murder he committed.
True. Nervous. Very, very dreadfully nervous I had been and am. But why will you say that I am mad?
Well, they encourage your complete cooperation. Send you roses when they think you need to smile. I can't control myself because I don't know how.
I loved the old man. He had never wronged me. I think it was his eye. He had the eye of a vulture, a pale blue eye with the film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold. I made up my mind to take the life of the old man, and thus rid myself of the eye forever. You fancy me mad. Madmen know nothing. But you should have seen me. I was never kinder to the old man than during the whole week before I killed him. And every night, about midnight, I turned the latch of his door and opened it. And then, when I had made an opening sufficient enough, I thrust my head in. I moved it slowly. Very, very slowly, so that I might not disturb the old man's sleep. Ha! Would a madman have been so wise as this? And then, I undid the lantern just so much that a single thin ray fell upon the vulture eye. And this I did for 7 long nights, but I always found the eye closed, so it was impossible for me to do the work. For it was not the old man who vexed me, but his evil eye. Upon the 8th night, I was more than usually cautious in opening the door. To think that there I was, opening the door, little by little, and he not even dreaming of my secret deeds or thoughts. I fairly chuckled at the idea, and perhaps he heard me, for he moved on the bed suddenly as if startled. The old man sprang up in bed, crying out, "Who's there?" I opened the door until, at length, a simple dim ray fell upon the vulture eye. It was open, wide, wide open, and I grew furious as I gazed upon it. I knew that sound too well. It was the beating of the old man's heart. The old man's hour had come. If you still think me mad, you will think so no longer, when I describe to you the wise precautions I took for the concealment of the body. First of all, I dismembered the corpse.
Gallons of the stuff, give them all that they can drink, and it will never be enough, so give them blood, blood, blood. Grab a glass because there's going to be a flood.
I then took up 3 planks from the flooring and deposited all between the scantlings. I replaced the boards so cleverly, so cunningly, that no human eye could have ever detected anything wrong. As the bell sounded the hour, there came a knocking at the street door. There entered a woman who introduced herself as an officer of the police. I smiled, for what did I have to fear? In the enthusiasm of my confidence, I brought chairs into the room, while I placed my own seat upon the very spot beneath which reposed the corpse of the victim. The officer was satisfied. My manner had convinced her, and while I answered cheerily, she chatted of familiar things. But ere long, I felt myself getting pale and wished her gone. My head ached, and I fancied a ringing in my ears. But still she sat, and still she chatted. I gasped for breath, but yet the officer heard it not. Why would she still not be gone? And still she chatted pleasantly and smiled. Was it possible she heard not? She heard, she suspected, she knew. She was making a mockery of my horror. But anything was better than this agony. I felt that I must scream or die. Villains! Dissemble no more! I admit the deed. Tear up the planks. Here, here. It is the beating of his hideous heart.
Déjà vu is a French term that means already seen. It is the phenomenon of having the strong sensation that an event or experience currently being experienced has already been experienced in the past.
So many experiences. A 2004 survey concluded that approximately 2/3 of the population have had déjà vu experiences. This next short film by Sarah Maggiacomo explores the creepy sensation of being caught in that kind of mental loop.
As we close our first VTV episode of this new year, we'd like to remind you to come out and support your Triton football team this Friday night under the lights as Triton takes on Swampscott into the first round of the playoffs.
Thanks for taking the time out of your busy day to watch our show. Until next week.
I'm Kayla.
And I'm Alex.
Go Bikes!
First take of the year!
Wait, is it recording while we practice it?
Yeah.
That's great.
Thanks to a couple of our own Triton Ghostbusters who were willing to put their own lives on the line, we can give
Why
you
are you
an
laughing?
No.
Though it was unclear to whom he was referring,
Poe was never coherent long enough to explain how he became to be in his design. Wait!
She's done.
Oh boy! You got a nice long one.
Wow! Come out and support your Triton football team this Friday night under the lights.
Cool!
Yay!
Oh yeah!
As we close our first VTV episode of this new year, Robert!
Oh my!
Do not take the Lord's name in vain.
Go Bikes!
Wait.
Go Bikes!
Wait.
Go Bikes! Woo! Hey.